I'd recommend an apprenticeship to anyone considering engineering or anything along those lines. Personally, I feel that the skills learnt within a workplace can't be taught in a classroom. I'd always considered engineering as a career path. I'd always been interested in maths and physics, and originally I'd looked at going off to university, but then BAE started putting on work experiences, which I put myself forward for, attended all the open days, and my dad also works for BAE, and he was the one that suggested that I look into the apprenticeships further.
Big choice for most young people would be either university or apprenticeships these days, and I thought that doing the degree apprenticeship kind of got the best of both worlds, so it gave me the work experience and the knowledge needed to work within the industry, and the degree that just in case you've got that qualification to rely on.
Apprentices are a really valued part of our workforce. When we look at our people capability strategy, workforce planning, apprentices underpin that in many ways, not just for the current skills, but also the future as well. So we cover 12 different schemes. At 3 different levels, we do advanced, higher and degree level apprenticeships. Currently, we're probably approaching 1,000 apprenticeships on placement on programme, and we actually see that as a key part of our workforce. We've actually had apprentices in the business for a number of years now, and they actually make a key component of what we strive to do.
In my placement, I've worked on 3 quite major aircrafts. I worked in Hawk, Typhoon and now F-35. Last year I was working on internal projects based on Sonbury, based on the Typhoon aircraft. We were looking at how different facilities are managed, so machines, things like that, so they were internal kind of smaller projects. And now in my 3rd year I've moved on to F-35, which is obviously a major contract.
Amy's in the final year, re-entering the business, connected to our Tempest programme in the next 6 months or so.
We focus on designing the actual Tempest concept from first principles. We investigate different ways of packaging all the equipment to go inside, all the different options to help us meet the requirements specified by the customer. We analyse, we work with aerodynamics, AVP, weights management to ensure that everything we create will work and be a feasible solution.
So they're underpinning what the business is looking for. What that actually means though, they'll have a number of days in the business, and the business is replicated to their apprentice standard, and also they do off the job training as well. And what they're experiencing and what they're bringing in is what the real business requirements are. So they'll have a number of placements in the business, in different disciplines, understanding how we work, understanding what the future requirements are, and meeting their own aspirations, but also the business requirements as well.
I feel like the kind of variety of projects helps me kind of gain an understanding of what different responsibilities and deliverables there are to manage an internal project and what they are to the wider external customers. It's kind of pushed me towards speaking with senior members of the organisation and senior people in business that I never thought I would be, and that communication and that just being in an environment like this has helped me develop.
The opportunities have been incredible. They're my most favourite part of Tempest recently has been the opportunity to go out to Japan and work in Japan for 7 weeks, which I spent doing the same work that I normally do as a day-to-day in the UK, out in Japan working with Japanese MHI, learning how they work, communicating with them, experiencing all their culture, and just being able to develop myself further as an engineer. It's allowed me to gain 5 years work experience whilst getting my degree, meaning that when I'm ready to apply for a full-time role and a career path, I've already got all the experience and qualifications needed. I've developed the confidence to talk to others on a professional level, and I also feel that my knowledge has expanded way beyond anything I could have ever learnt in a classroom.
Development is really important, but also what it underpins is not just around their own personal development, it's skills development, it's skills awareness, it's competencies, it's behaviours, it's a full-rounded level of provision which meets their individual needs. Development is really important, how it brings their level of awareness up to a higher level, introduces them to new technologies, advancements, but also introduces them to what's going on in the business in the future states. So that connects into capability, people, workforce planning as well.
After the apprenticeship, I'm hoping to stay on with BAE Systems to continue working within Tempest. I hope to see it for its first flight and develop my skills along the way.